he probably has the best guard retention as a purple belt. I've never rolled with any other purple belts whose guard retention is as good as his. But anyways, check this out. And I went for Triathlon Pass. See, this gets so close, right? But check out his left knee. His left knee was still on my shoulder. His right foot was on my right hip, right? And he gets the guard back just like that. And he was like, man, it was nothing. Hello guys, we are at Hamamatsucho station. He's Brendan. He's visiting Tokyo from Seattle.
What's up?
And he's a brown belt. He's really good. He's very technical and fast.
Marcelo Alonso, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, represent.
Exactly.
Out here in Tokyo.
And this is Nate Lapinski, as you guys saw in the previous video. He's really good. He's a blue belt. And today we are gonna train at the academy called Newaza World Shinagawa. But before that, we'll hang out this Hamamatsucho station and we'll get some food and then we'll head to the training. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so this Hamamatsucho station is an office city. So there are a lot of business offices around. And usually, so it's very crowded here as you guys can see. They all got off work. Usually people work until like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., right? But recently, I don't know if it's probably because they can work remotely, they get off a little early and it's pretty crowded here. Just because this is an office city, there are a lot of good alcohol restaurants because, like we call it nomikai. That basically means, co-workers or workers getting together, going for a drink. So there are a lot of alcohol restaurants around here. As you guys can see, it's a Hamamatsucho highball bar. Yeah, so in Japan, drinking is a really big culture, Like if you work in a corporate, you basically have to go drinking like every Friday or something.
That's what I hear.
Okay, but you guys don't do it? No. Nomi is drinking in Japanese. We call it nominication. So it's like communication and it's nomi. We call it like nominication.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
Yeah. So they say, if you don't drink, you cannot really socialize or you cannot really communicate. That's what nominication is about. So by the way, actually, before we get some food, we are going to some alcohol shops because the owner of the academy that we are about to go, he just got his black belt. And in Japan, we give alcohol to them to celebrate them. So we'll buy an alcohol so that we can celebrate him, right? But did you find a place?
Yeah, it's
this way. I hope the shop is fine with recording inside. Yeah. So you've come to Japan a couple of times already.
Yeah, I think this is probably like my 5th time.
5th?
I always come to Japan.
So you're not Japanese, are you?
No. No, I'm
from China?
Yeah, I'm from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, okay.
Yeah.
But people still talk to him in Japanese.
Hey, I mean, as long as you look Asian, I think they'll treat you like you're Japanese anyway.
But no one talks to this guy in Japanese.
Nope.
I wonder why.
Never happened once.
Yeah. Your Japanese is good enough to be able to understand.
Survival Japanese. I can understand jiu-jitsu.
But the hard thing about learning Japanese in Japan, especially as an American, is people try to talk to you in English because they want to practice English.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
If you go outside, if I go outside of Tokyo, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. All right. We are here at Yamaya alcohol shop. We'll see if we can record the inside. Okay. They say we cannot record inside the shop, so we didn't record it. It's so Japanese that I asked the lady, I was like, hey, can you record inside the shop? And she was like, okay, let me talk to the chief lady. And then she talked to the chief lady. And chief lady was like, let me talk to the owner of this restaurant. So that was like a 3-layer permission. And it turned out that was no.
So, I think you need to get a secret camera for these
I
going forward.
guess so.
Like a spy camera.
We got the wine. So now we are about to find a restaurant where we can record. But I actually called one restaurant and they said we cannot record it. So it's
Dude,
so Japan.
You would think doing a vlog would be like the actual act of doing a vlog would be hard, but no, it's finding a location to do it.
exactly. That's probably why not a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, but then again, I see like Japanese food vlogs all the time. And,
That's true.
Hey, shout out to Moss Burger. Now I'm gonna get double the burgers.
Check this out.
Let's see what do I want.
So their burgers are a little less oily, you know? It's kind of like a little less Americanized, I think.
That's a good way to describe it.
Right?
Hi.
So they got us this thing. They'll probably bring some food. But this guy has got a lot of food. I've never seen anyone spending 1,200 yen in Moss Burger. That's a lot. Like people usually spend like $6, you know, 600 yen.
Hey, dude, I'm their #1 customer from America.
Number is 17.
17.
Yeah, double cheese.
I think it's mine. It's mine.
Potato.
Yeah, thank you. Boom. You're gonna throw up, man. It's like it's still like
I'm gonna eat
90 minutes
slowly.
before you train.
Oh, dude, 90 minutes of time. Plenty of time.
Man, this looks so good.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so Moss Burger is popular in Hong Kong. I've never seen this in US.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's just in Asia. They might have it in Singapore too.
What you got?
Mikuru Asakura.
Oh, you do. So Mikuru Asakura is, you know, there is a big MMA organization in Japan. It's called Rising, and Mikuru Asakura was a champ. I don't know if he is still, but he was a champ, and he's got like 1 million or 2 million subscribers. He probably makes the most money among combat sport artists, I think.
In Ride.
In Japan at least.
In Japan. Yeah, I mean in Japan, yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, you know, Hobert Satoshi, he's been competing in Rising too, and he's beating up everyone. So now in Japan, people started recognizing what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is. You know, people are like,
what's his name? The guy that starts with a K, right? He's like Brazilian.
Krebel?
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah. I think I saw his fight. He has good jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Really good jiu-jitsu.
So you know, like kind of like UFC one, like that's been happening in Japan. You know, like all the like jiu-jitsu guys, they've been going out, beating up everyone. Now, you know, Japanese people, like if it's in US, even if they don't do jiu-jitsu, they know what that is, right? But in Japan, if you're like, hey, I do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, people would be like, what the heck is that? But because of like Krebel or the Hobert Satoshi, people started recognizing what jiu-jitsu is. So, all right, I guess we are ready to go training at Newaza World Shinagawa. People there are like really tough. It's probably because they roll a lot. Like usually in Japan, the rolling is probably like 45 minutes or something, but they roll more than 60 minutes. So it's probably why. But
yeah, man. Hey, 45 minutes is a lot of roll.
45 minutes is a lot.
It's a lot.
So anyways, we're about to go. And then now we got to Newaza World Shinagawa. And I actually taught a class there. I was teaching about submissions from side control. So I was explaining it in Japanese, so here I'm gonna translate to English. And I was saying as soon as you get the side control, you gotta use your left shin to pin his right arm, biceps first, and using your knees as an axis and pivot so that you can switch from left leg to right leg. Now I can use my right shin to pin his right arm. Then you can go for Kimura armbar, a lot of submissions. But the very first submission you should attempt from this position is actually a wrist lock. If you are a white belt, of course you cannot do it, but that's one of the most effective techniques. So before you get the blue belt, it's very important to practice it. The reason why I want to go for a wrist lock first is just because I'm pinning his right arm, of course he wants to use his left hand to push me away, right? Because that's the only tool he has. Now as soon as he does it, I'm gonna use my chin to push the wrist. Then his left hand is gonna be bent. Then I wanna use my right hand to push the elbow like this. Then his hand is gonna be bent 90 degrees. And then that's the moment I'm gonna use my left hand to cut my own right hand. And then I'm gonna start dropping my left shoulder towards his left elbow. Okay? So I got the side control, I'm gonna pin it, switch the legs, And then I'm gonna use my chin to push down the wrist to bend his wrist. And then I'm gonna use my right hand to get an even better angle. And then here's the tip. I wanna place my right elbow on the top of his black belt. Then see, this forearm is gonna be the stopper so that he won't be able to close his armpit. Then I'm gonna use my left hand to grab my own right hand. Start dropping the left shoulder down towards the elbow. And then finish the wrist lock. And then sparring time. One characteristic thing about this academy is 19 minutes sparring. That's a lot of sparrings, right? Well, I'm sure if you train here every day, you will lose your belly fat very fast. In Japan, just because the academies are usually not that big, you usually have to grab this yellow pad to stand in between rolls so that people don't bump each other. This blue belt guy is really good. He almost got the Kimura, actually armbar, on Brandon. He used to train Kosen Judo, so it's not exactly a regular judo, but it's a type of judo that focuses on Newaza, fighting on the ground. So it's very similar to jiu-jitsu. And here's me rolling with this blue belt. He's very good. I really like rolling with him. Every time I come here, I roll with him. And here he tried to go for a knee slice, so I got my right foot away so that he can't step over my right leg. And then that's the moment he got unbalanced, and I kicked his left leg away so that his right leg was gonna be lighter. And then that's the moment I switched to single leg X guard. Now he's doing a very great job of defending my single leg X attack, so I switched to double leg X guard so that I can kick him away with my double leg X guard. And here's what I want you to know. I use my right hand to rotate his right knee inwards so that there was gonna be a space where I can get my left hand in and got a double leg X guard sweep. But he did a very great job of tangling my right leg like this so that I wouldn't be able to finish a guard pass, and he got back to the guard. He got the Hibra guard, but I broke the grip, went for a knee slice. As soon as I tried to go for a knee slice, he got a half guard knee shield to stop my knee slice. So I brought my right elbow in and then finished the knee slice. And here is me rolling with Brandon. I usually don't roll as hard as this, but you know, we used to train together, Carson Gracie team. We always roll like a street fight. He's very tough, he moves a lot. He's fast and moves a lot. And Brandon's movement is so fast that it's nearly impossible to get the tap from him. He moves a lot, he's really fast. So I had to use my belly that I made from eating a lot of rice balls. Okay. How's training here?
Dude, this guy, pound for pound, one of the strongest people you'll ever roll with. For real.
I appreciate your
What a beast, man.
I appreciate his compliments. But people here are very good and strong, so looking forward to having more rolls. Here is a black belt training at Newaza World Shinagawa. He's doing this crossface that I taught in the class. And later on, I had an honor to roll with him. I got the shallow lasso guard here. He tried to control my right leg to push this down. That's the moment I went for a collar drag, came up on top. I broke the grip. He was trying to set up a lapel guard. He's very technical too. And he almost set up the lapel guard here. I went for a knee slice, but his half guard was good. So I backstep and I went for this secret knee bar. He was trying to push my butt away, but maybe my butt was a little too juicy to move. Here is the black belt guy versus the Kosen Judo guy. You know, I've been going to a lot of academies, but no exaggeration, this academy has got the toughest colored belts, like blue belt, purple belts. The level of them are really, really high. And this guy is the boss. His guard retention is really good. He probably has the best guard retention as a purple belt. I've never rolled with any other purple belts whose guard retention is as good as his. Plus, you know, the academy has got the 3-minute timer, so we go really hard. I always try to finish a guard pass, but at very end he always gets the guard back. I really wish my legs were as flexible as his legs, and my butt was as small as his butt. The thing about BJJ fighter who squats and deadlift is that their butt and thighs get so thick that they won't be able to do our guard retention anymore. So we kind of have to find a new game that matches with the size of the butt and thighs. But anyways, check this out. And I went for triathlon guard pass. See, this gets so close, right? But check out his left knee. His left knee was still on my shoulder. His right foot was on my right hip, right? And he gets the guard back just like that. And he was like, man, it was nothing. And we restarted. And then this time I chose to play the bottom. He went for the guard too, but he came up on top. I got the lasso guard with my left foot sticking on his right knee, and this is one of my favorite sweeps from lasso guard. He got unbalanced, but he came back on top. That's the moment I switched to butterfly guard sweep. But as soon as I did it, he went for deep half guard, so I got the right leg out and then got the sweep here. Its lasso is really strong too, but here I went for a guard pass. I call it beast pass because you look like a beast when you finish this guard pass. I actually don't know the actual name of this pass, like throwing the leg away from someone's spider guard, but I got that. It was a lucky day. But he got a guard back again. Man, this guy's guard retention is really good. And he got the spider guard here. I tried to keep my leg away, waiting for the timer to ring. Sorry, all you can see right now is just my butt. And then time.
Yeah, so
So how was training, Brandon?
everybody's super strong. It might be because of the judo background. I think I talked to a couple people and they all said they train judo, and man, dude, when they grab you, it's like
People strong.
dude, it's like not just the upper
I don't know
body,
if
but
it's
they-
like this academy thing or like Japanese thing, but people are really strong like grips.
Yeah.
Plus, what's funny is after you have like freaking 3-minute, 4-minute sparring,
Yeah.
and then, man, this guy's so tough, right? So he's like, hey, do you have any background? People are like, yeah, I was training judo for like 10 years. Yeah, okay, that explains something, right? But everyone is kind of like that here. And you are also saying people do a lot of like reverse Hiba.
Yeah. So I didn't see a lot of De La Hiva.
I think it might be because if you look at all the like old traditional judo, everyone was playing half guard, right?
Oh, really?
So they probably had the sense of controlling the top person with the right leg
Yeah.
in between the top person's legs.
Yeah, instead of the
Maybe
top.
but at the same time, at some point, people are like, hey, I have to learn open guard too because people are
Yeah.
getting good at knee slice and all the smash pass. But the very first open guard they can do was reverse
Reverse
Hiba
Hiba.
because they were playing
Yeah.
all the half guard, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't know. It might be like totally wrong, but
No, like
But people are really good at reverse Hiba.
yeah, Pat. It was hard to get into a position of control to even start passing.
Right.
Because like you're trying to make grips, but they would already start getting to their attack.
Yes.
Versus I'm still trying to like control the position.
Yeah.
So after like a couple, I just like try to avoid reverse De La Hiva altogether. Just like try to
Just like get away,
Yeah,
triangle,
get away.
guard pass.
try to not even like let them get into the position. Yeah. Dude, I need to drink more miso soup. Eat more
Rice
more
ball,
sushi.
rice ball,
Yeah,
sushi,
more gyudon
ramen.
and omurice.
So he's the owner of this Newaza World Shinagawa. This is a really good academy. 今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。はい、怪我なく無理なく続けることが一番だと思います。
はい。ありがとうございました。So if you come to Japan, make sure to check out Newaza World Shinagawa. I'm gonna put the website of this academy in description, so check it out. Thank you so much. Do you like it? 好きですかこれ For her.
How much? Okay.
Oh.